Hello, Facebook Live. So this is a continuation from yesterday, and the question for today is how much is enough? Hi, my name is Eileen. I'm a mindset coach, so I coach individuals on their mindset based on universal principles to help them to gain more wealth through their career progression, through their business, or perhaps just to have a better work-life balance, but yet not at the expense of reducing their wealth. Okay. So this is a continuation from yesterday, and by the way, if you are watching me live, feel free to put a hi in the comment box. If you are watching me on a replay, feel free to hashtag replay. If you're watching me live for the first time, if you're wondering why am I coming on live, it's because I'm on a challenge and I want to come on every day to share a reflection, to share a learning, to share a story. And if this is the first time you are watching this live, let me know in the comment box as well. So before I continue, I just want to give a warning because right now I'm doing a live that has to do with money. Money is actually a very sensitive topic. We don't talk about money, and sometimes when we talk about it, we feel triggered. Triggered in the sense that we feel a bit uncomfortable and doesn't make us feel good. So I'm going to talk about money. If this is a topic that you feel sensitive about, you might just want to skip and watch the next live that's on your feed. Okay. So yesterday I spoke about money, like how much is enough, because from a Schwab survey that was made in 2021, it was reported in 2021 that on average in America, the definition of personal wealth to be considered wealthy is to have a personal wealth of at least 1.9 million. Okay, so as we say, wealthy, it's not just in the financial aspect. The report, the survey was based on the financial aspect, but of course, wealth goes above and beyond just financial aspect. There's also the emotional wealth, spiritual wealth. Okay, so financial wealth is a focus because it's basic needs, right? We all have bills to pay, so we need to have sufficient finances to let us feel secured, stable. You know, that's what we all seek. But sometimes to nail down this number is quite challenging. It's so challenging that we just don't even want to address it, because how do we measure, how do we justify? And this is a common question I get from my clients, even from friends who are not my client. They ask, how do I know how much I need, right? Because there's constant inflation that's happening. I need or want right now may not be something that's relevant in a year's time. Hi Glenn, good to have you live with me. So today we're talking about money, a continuation from yesterday's live. So since it's not that we do not know or don't have that number, it's because we are seldom being asked. So we feel uncomfortable, we've never really thought about it, and because we have never really thought, it became a tough conversation and we tend to avoid it. So yesterday I shared a technique which is to help you understand what you need financially in terms of the financial aspect of health. Think of the experiences you want to have, and that experience, every experience comes with a number. That's a start. And if that was a bit too daunting, it's easier method. This is an easier method today, although I feel that it's not so fun, but it's easier to get you started to determine a number, because a number will help us to get clarity. Okay, I feel that I'm speaking a bit faster today because I got a drippy nose. There's a construction work going on, and I think I'm getting highly sensitive to all the dust that's around me. Okay, so the simplified technique to determine what is that number for you, you just have to determine three numbers. Okay, three numbers. First, you determine how much do you need this year. I think that's easy. Think of it like how much would you like to have in terms of your salary. So that's a number you need this year that will cover your expected expenses or any insurance or premiums you want to pay. So that's your first number, okay? Second number, we'll fast forward to the age that you want to retire. So you determine at what age you want to retire, or you can retire, and maybe that would be, if you retire at 65, if you pass on at 85, that's 20 years. So how much would you like to have for your retirement? That's 20 years money you need to enjoy the remaining 20 years. Okay, so that's easy to calculate as well. The third number is, the third number that you want to incorporate is how much would you like to have in terms of your savings, or using part of the savings for investment. Some like to invest, some don't like to invest, but regardless of where you are, I'm sure if you put some of your cash liquidity in the bank, you might get some small percentage of interest, or you might want to use part of that savings to put into an investment that gives you a higher return. Okay, maybe more than 1% a year. Okay, so these are the three numbers you need. So a quick recap: the first number is determine how much would you like this year. Okay, second number, you determine how much would you like for your retirement. Okay, third number is how much would you like to have in your savings, or if you like to use part of the savings for investment, because like myself, I like to have some cash. It feels safe. Okay, so savings is like a certain cash value, although it's not logical to have too much cash in the bank because money is not moving, it's a form of energy, and putting in savings is very little movement. That's why you can see that the banks are giving less than 1% return, or you might be even being charged for putting your money in the bank right now. Okay, so once you have these three numbers, you put it together, that's the number you have in mind with regards to your financial wealth. Okay, so try that out, explore the idea. If this live resonated with you, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment box, and if you know of someone who would benefit or would resonate with this live, feel free to share it with your friend. Feel free to share it on your timeline, tag your friends in the comment box, and I'll be back tomorrow for another live, and perhaps without GP notes. Okay, so I'll see you back on tomorrow live. Take care. Bye bye.